Morning tubers. Yeah, hi. There's gonna be a little more positive than the other videos with the F bombs. But anyways, a lot of stuff about education. This is why I homeschooled my kids because the freaking school system's retarded. You know, you don't have to know how to spell. You don't have to, whatever. Anyway, so the point is that between that and all the shit going on in the world, my brother that I'm staying with, man, he watches TV like crazy. Even though I've shown him all the circles and everything, and saying it's hypnotizing you, and it's more about Kim Kardashian's new shoes. Oh my god! Then they didn't even report on the Mexican earthquake. I mean Arizona, and they didn't report about the earthquake in Mexico. Really. Anyway, so the thing is that I am a very, very passionate person when it comes to my belief system. Uh, I'm the kind of person I go out there and I research things. I mean, a lot of the flat Earth or level Earth or whatever people want to call it. I researched that for about a year, and just recently I've really come to the decision that yeah, I think this is what's really going on. But I'd like to take the time to you know get it to understand all the concepts. When I went to school, I learned how to learn. I learned how to disseminate the facts and figure it out, put the pieces together. Okay, I really think that because I am so passionate and outspoken, that real easy for people to use crazy. So I have some friends and or family members that are awfully concerned about me, um, and they think that I should uh, possibly go check myself in somewhere. They're like, you watch this stuff, you get depressed about it, you get angry about it, and then you go and you tell people about it, and they're like, that's not normal. What's normal is getting up and going to work every day and paying for a house you'll never own, and being a slave to the powers that be so that you can just have your, natural born rights: eating, drinking, sleeping, breathing. You know? You need some medication, Nikki. You're just a little too excited. Well, so what? At least I have some passion about something. I'm not walking around like these zombies over here. They don't care about anything. You bring something up to them, they're like, okay, okay. They love to be spoon fed. There's some hate. There's some prejudice. We're the government. We'll never hurt you. You don't swallow. Swallow. You know? Because I'm passionate, because I still have emotion, because I still believe in ideals and things, you know, that makes me crazy. Okay. Okay, I'll be crazy. Fine. But am I going to go in your institution? No. I'll pack my bag and go out in the woods before you ever lock me up in your little box again. You know? I'm kind of locked in a box now with this city. I mean, it's so heinous. Oh my God, the people here, and I get accosted on the street by young children, and when I say young, I mean like 20-year-olds who come up and demand that I move out of their way, and if I don't, I'm yelled at. Obviously, I'm a very bright and shiny person, and they can see it from far away. Makes me a target. But I'm all for allowing people to believe what they want to believe until it starts hurting others. Okay? And the sheep walkers are hurting us. Okay? If you don't pay enough attention to your child and your child's education to know what they're teaching them in school, that you really don't have any right to be a parent, honestly. It was Thomas Jefferson who said that it is our right and responsibility as parents to educate our children. It doesn't belong to the state. So you want to complain about what the state's doing to your kid, you got to take them out of school, okay? Oh, well, I can't because I have to work. Why do you have to work? Because you need that fancy house and that car, and you got to have the $300 barbecue that your freaking neighbor has. I don't know why you feel like those things are so important. Okay? But the earth is flat. Well, it's certainly not a globe. Okay? And we've never been to space. Is I'm going to say that because when I remember when I was a kid and I went to Disneyland, my parents used to drive. We lived in San Diego, so that was like go to Disneyland. Uh, there was a ride there called Rocket to Mars, and it was like my favorite. But I remember being very, very young. I'm serious, like 4 or 5 years old, and going on that ride. And I really thought we went to Mars, and I wondered why when we got there they didn't let me out and let me walk around so I could hang out with the locals. I remember I totally threw a fit about it and actually got in trouble for throwing a fit at Disneyland. I had to go back to the car. Yeah. But so that's the same kind of thing that they use to, if the technology was in now, but that's the same process that you're using on your kids. Okay, they see it in the video, they see it digitally, and they come to believe that that is truth. They don't believe their eyes, they don't believe their mind, and they certainly don't have the means to rationally reason or logically reason anything out, or nor do they want to. It's too easy to sit there and play Nazi zombies, even though you know nothing about Nazis, because they don't teach that in school anymore. I met some teenagers who I was saying something about, and I said, "Oh yeah, like Auschwitz," and they're like, "What the hell is that?" I'm looking. Wait a minute. How old are you? 16, 17 years old, and you don't know what Auschwitz is? You don't know about concentration camps? Wow. These are the people that trust and believe that our government has their best interest at heart. Well, here's the deal, people. Uh, Somebody who I really don't like told me something that is very, very wise, though. They told me if you don't handle your life, somebody else is going to handle it for you. They told me this as I was going to prison. So, um, it's true. And everybody has allowed the government to control their lives. They have given them that power because they don't want to deal with it. Well, I don't want to have to worry about that, so here, you take care of it. And then they see tanks going down their street, they'll say, "Oh, that's not for me, that's for those people." Yeah. There's that one thing like, "Oh, they came for these people and I didn't stand up, and they came for these people and I didn't stand up." That's what, buddy, that's what's going to happen, okay? I have not had enough coffee. I'm not completely lucid. And as some people know, I do have a condition. I like to think I'm an alien just because I am physiologically different than most people. But the government calls it, the medical government area, calls it high functioning autism. And so, in my mind, it's all pictures and videos. And so I have to translate that into words. And then when I hear words, they translate back into pictures. And then I have Google Brain. So any words I hear automatically brings up 300 million freaking. And then I got to sort them out. And it happens like that. It's okay. I'm super genius. It is so, but am I acting in a super genius capacity in this world? No, because I don't buy into their shit. I learned a long time ago they were liars. I was raised Mormon, and I asked questions and got in trouble for asking questions. Okay, when they shut out the priesthood to women, boys were going and being indoctrinated in their priesthood meetings. I wanted to go, and I tried to, and they wouldn't let me. They said, "No, you can't." I didn't think that was fair. I didn't think God was going to judge me just because I had a pair of boobs. I just didn't think so. I just didn't think that was the way the world. Wasn't logical, so it didn't make sense to me. So when I started questioning, and my questions couldn't even be answered or weren't even tried to be answered. I mean, they didn't even present any information like, well, biblically or da da da. No, they just said, no, not for you. That's when I said, hey, wait a minute, something's wrong here. And when I started to say something was wrong with my parents' belief systems, and I already knew there was something wrong with my mother because she was mentally ill, then I started questioning everything. And hence, here I am. But apparently, I'm crazy and I need to be in an institution and I need to be medicated. I don't think so, and I don't care if you think so or not. But uh, this is what has led me on my great path of truth. And I'm very thankful for that. And my road has been hard, but it's okay because, I think shit is coming to a total screeching halt here pretty soon. And, warriors, we need to stand up, wipe the sleep from your eyes. Yeah, stand up, grab your sword, and start beheading some of these motherfuckers. They're not going to feel it anyways because they're total soulless. They're soulless. They're inhabited by demons, and they're soulless. And if that's the population that has to go away, that's fine. Um, I don't know where I went with this. I went in a big circle and tied myself in a knot or something. Anyways, good morning, YouTube, and I hope everybody has a really great day and a really great weekend. All right? Peace out.